Action!
Welcome back to AB Squared. I am Jeremiah. We are the Alleged Bored Bigots. Today, we are talking... I'm going to make a clarification on the last video, but we're talking about dogma. We're talking about truth. And as before stated, we are talking about the wizardry and magic of rhetoric. The persuasive powers of speech. Yeah, that's what we're talking about, pretty much. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Anyway, with me in studio, I have... what's your name?
Rudo.
Rudo is, we'll just call him my analyst. Rudo the analyst. So, Rudo, today I'm going to make a clarification. Last video, I said dogma is almost always bad. I'm going to make a clarification. Dogma is always bad. Don't believe dogma, period. Dogma, as we covered last time, is a belief of a statement or an opinion or some sort of scenario given to you by an authority figure as incontrovertibly true, meaning you can't question it. You can't contradict it. It's just true because of the authority. Don't believe dogma. Believe truth. Truth is objective, observable reality that does not change over time. That's your test. Run everything in life through that test. This is a squeaky chair. Anyway, Rudo, what can you tell me about the dogma of the LGBTQ?
For one,
yes.
First point, it's not actually a sandwich until we make it a sandwich.
That's true. No, you are correct. There was a propaganda video out there I just saw that was a little crazy. Link in the description below. But no, it's not a sandwich. I've been informed that it is in fact a idea, a concept. What is this concept?
Well, this concept, depending on which side you're looking on,
okay,
from a very masculine perspective, which apparently there's no such thing as being masculine, but
it's toxic, I hear.
Yeah, it's apparently really
some
toxic.
APA said that, and they're psychologists, so they must be true.
They must be true. I have like people calling me now.
Really?
I should probably mute that.
Are they gay?
I mean, I'm pretty sure my mom isn't gay, but yeah.
So, not gay. Okay, that's good. That's good. No, I'm glad we're clarifying for the uneducated, because we're all about truth and we're trying to understand reality, objective, observable reality. So we're going to talk about the dogma of the LGBTQ, which apparently is not a sandwich. It stands for, what does it stand for again? Lesbians,
lesbian,
gays,
bi. Oh wait, that's at the end.
Oh yeah.
Oops.
So
I did it out of order. Is it wrong to is it the same thing?
What if we put it out of order? Would that be bad? If we put QTBGL, is that like
QTGBLPMWXZ17?
I think 17-year-olds aren't allowed in.
Oh, that's right.
You have to be over 18 for now.
Right, that's right.
Although MAPS is trying to fix that.
Of course they are.
Of course they are. Of course they are. No. So the LGBTQ, the reason we're talking about them is because we're talking dogma. Dogma. Someone told you out there that you are. What is T?
That's trannies, I think.
Trannies?
Yeah, trannies.
Now, is it trannies or transvestites or transgender?
Yes.
Okay,
because
good.
if you say one over the other, then you're probably gonna get in trouble by someone. I don't know.
See, that's the
Wait
thing.
a minute.
So we're talking about this all-powerful authority.
Wait. So here's kind of something I'm a little confused about. There's LGBTQ, right?
Yes.
Well, why is it called LGBTQ and there's clearly other letters in it like pansexuals and stuff? Are they under the category of trans?
But what is a pansexual?
I don't know. Someone who likes pans?
I saw that. I was looking up memes and I was looking up funny jokes and I was like, what is a pansexual? Like when you take photography or videography and you pan to the right or you pan to the left, is that what a sexual is? It's like, today I'm sexual in this direction. Today I'm sexual in this direction.
Wait, what? Actually, do you know what a pansexual is?
I don't. I'm not asking you what is a pansexual.
I'm going to look this up.
Look it up. Hang on. I'll look it up with
Not limited in sexual choice with regard to biological sex, gender, or gender identity. Wait, doesn't that kind of describe like everyone in the whole LGBTQ? So shouldn't it just be called P?
Just take the rainbow flag and just put a big old P on it. Hey y'all, we the P's. What does that mean? We pan out.
But I'm finding 5 letters in this. But the B that stands for bisexual, right?
Mm-hmm.
But doesn't that make the statement that there's only 2 genders?
Well, yeah, but that's using logic. You can't use logic.
Oh, that's true. So it's just P.
Yeah, that's right. So everyone
we
is
should just
P.
call it P.
So all you
P,
men out there being
the P
discriminated
community.
against, we just identify as P. Dude,
I'm
can you
P.
believe that all of society is trying to reduce themselves down to urine? They're just all a bunch of P. Hey, you little peons. Hey, you little peasants. What's with this letter P? How come P has such a derogatory term? I mean,
I don't know, man.
granted, like your kidneys do a lot of work to make it, but other than that, it's just like, hey, we're a pansexual. We're a peasant. We're pathetic. We're plagiarizing. Have a plurality of deities. Like,
Yeah.
P.
And,
Something
and
about
isn't,
P.
Isn't L and G the same thing?
LMG?
L and G. They're the same thing.
Like lesbian and gay?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're homosexuals.
So why isn't it just H? Why isn't it
Well, actually, technically,
HBTQ, or just P?
It should be S.
S?
They should just call themselves sodomites,
Okay, that works.
because then that's a term that predates everything.
We could
else.
just call them R.
For
Retard.
yeah, but
I might have to cut that out.
they might not be as mentally disabled as we think.
Oh, that's right.
So
They're
I think,
using democratic
I think
logic.
they can be intelligent sodomites, like Einstein and Neil deGrasse Tyson and Bill Nye. Right? They're intelligent sodomites, but they're just sodomites.
I love how Bill Nye calls himself a science guy.
Yeah.
When he starts talking about like how our genders are biological.
I was young and
Like,
I
base
remember.
things.
I remember when it was 2 genders.
You know, you sang that too well. I think we're gonna get a copyright strike.
Dude, there ain't no music. CeeLo, is it CeeLo? Who sings that?
I don't know. It's some guy, probably named CeeLo. Isn't it like CeeLo Green?
Oh, CeeLo. I like CeeLo though. He's
CeeLo's
funny.
cool.
He is. Oh gosh, what am I talking about?
I don't know. We went from bread to CeeLo.
Right. So the whole connection is just like sliced bread. There are many colors of the rainbow, and genders are fluid. Is that the? Dude,
I
that
think
just
they're
sounds
fluid.
gross
Is
when
that
you talk
fluid?
about it. It's just like, hey, your genders are a fluid.
Just imagine waking up and you're a different gender every day.
Every day, you're just pan. You're just panning, just panning out.
You're just pee.
You're just pee. Wake up. You know how you said I peed the bed?
Well, that's ironic.
Right?
Or
You're like,
unironic. Technically,
probably.
right?
It's not even ironic. See, this is what I mean. This is why this whole podcast exists. When talking about these terms like LGBTQ, you can love individuals in whatever they are, whatever they think they are. Love them. You know, that's great. But when you consider yourself part of this group, this LGBTQ mosh pit of terminologies that just winds up being pan and a bunch of sodomites, it doesn't make any sense. There's no truth to it. When asked, hey, are there only 2 genders? And they go, no, there's 46 billion. Well, then why is there bisexual? Well, they don't count. It's like, I mean, what do you want? What do you want us to say? So in this world, go out and test truth. This is the first in probably a series, unless we get destroyed and banned, about escaping dogma. Go question your reality. I'm questioning it every day. I'm questioning my sanity nowadays. Where I wake up and someone tells me that, what is it, queer?
Yeah.
Queer, which means odd, strange, weird. That's a gender people want to identify as, but calling someone like a burden, that's bad. Calling someone a bundle of sticks, that's bad. Calling someone a prince of Ethiopia, right? What was it? I watched a spelling bee. That was the funniest meme ever. There was this little kid, right? And it was a spelling bee. And he goes, spell the word negus.
Oh, yeah.
And he goes, can you use it in a sentence, please? And she goes, negus is the king of an Ethiopian tribe. Place of origin? Ethiopia. Say the word back to me, please. Negus? It's like, what? So that word's bad, but queer is okay?
Wait, so I just saw this. I looked up meaning of queer so that I can get like other definitions that like.
Oh, the synonyms. What are they?
Yeah, synonyms and whatever. And then there's this like thing on the side that says queer TV shows. This one says queer as folk.
What?
And folk means people in general.
So
it's queer in people in general.
This is starting to hurt my head. So literally LGBTQ means people in general. Dude, that's some high-level wizardry. If we're talking like Owen Benjamin and rhetoric, where he talks about rhetoric, right? How is that? Let's create a division of people who identify as people, and they're mad about being people. But we'll just change the word from people to queer. And we'll make them have to fight for their rights.
I think
because they're people.
I think people are confusing the definition of queer.
What do they think queer is?
I don't know. I mean, I'm only finding one definition. I even went on Urban Dictionary, and it all is all saying something like odd, different, strange, non-mainstream.
So how is it a gender?
I don't know. That's kind of why I'm really confused.
Is it a sexual preference? Is it like oral? Oral is queer? Or doesn't that just fall under sodomy then?
I had to scroll quite a bit on Urban Dictionary, which is very all over the place because basically anyone can put in a definition. And I guess it means gay. If that's how people are taking it.
So now the LGBTQ is redundant?
Yeah. Especially if you add the P in there.
Oh, God.
And the A. Technically there is an A.
What is A?
Asexual. Which is really gross.
Well, no, actually, that might be the most normal one. Isn't asexual meaning they're not sexual at all? Or does that mean they're both ways? So they're like bi?
Can't it? I think it's...
Wait. The prefix A, doesn't that mean the absence of? So if you're asexual, you're the absence of sexual? So you're basically celibate, or are you a eunuch?
Oh, okay. So the definition is without sexual feelings or associations. Associations.
Aww. Poor A's.
Yeah, poor A's.
I actually feel bad for them.
They were left out in the LGBTQ community.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, they can't have the whole alphabet because then they'll just start calling themselves the alphabet.
Yeah, I mean, isn't that what they are?
Pretty much. This is sad. I'm now depressed. I'm a little lost and sad and confused.
I love how they don't have feminists in there as a gender. Like,
is that a gender or is that a...
It's not a gender. I feel like it would be at this point. I feel like it's so mainstream it would just be a gender.
The feminist gender.
All right, be quiet. Born a gender.
Be quiet. What are we talking about here? We're talking about escaping dogma. And so here's the thing. How can you escape a dogma if you can't even define it, right? The LGBTQ number 3, ABCP, what did you say, 17, XWY. I feel like I'm doing one of those drunk tests where the cop's like, can you do the alphabet backwards? And I'm like, I don't know. But here's the thing. If you can't identify or define the dogma you're in, you can't escape it. That's one of the keys to escaping lies. You define them for what they are. So in this case, the LGBTQ thing, I'm going to define it. It's nonsense. It doesn't make any sense. Now, are there individuals that will be part of one of those things? Sure. You can meet a lesbian. Let's be honest. They're out there. You can meet a gay, probably having lots of fun doing cocaine somewhere. You can have, meet a bi, which, just don't go camping with them. You'll be fine. But that's probably an Owen Benjamin joke. Probably shouldn't use that. But if he's out there, at a kid. But the fact of the matter is, you can't be all of them. So when you say I'm LGBTQ or I'm part of the LGBTQ movement, it's like, no, you're part of a blob. You're part of this nonsense.
So evolution does exist.
Yes, they evolved into blobs. We have all reached the pinnacle of our evolutionary status. Once we were monkeys. Before we were protozoa. Now we are officially slimes. Blobs. Masses of intelligence. Bonded together by weird dogmas. Going throughout society, consuming whatever we can and getting as much resources as possible. No. Get out of the dogma. Right? Would you agree? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, we're going to start a new series of Escaping the Dogma. We're going to bring up different dogmas. Don't worry, Republicans. You're next. And we've got a long list. Democrats after that. Religions, we might play with them. Science. That's going to be a fun one. We're going to talk about the science with a capital S. The pseudoscience. Or the religion of science. Basically unproved theories that everyone just believes based off dogma.
Did you just say pseudoscience starts with a capital S?
No, it starts with a P. But the science with the capital S is pseudoscience.
Oh, yeah. I was like, dude.
Come on. Track with me here. Track with me, people. Come on. Anyway, this is AB Squared. I'm Jeremiah. People are not their opinions. They're their actions. Everyone needs love even if they don't deserve it. And don't be part of a dogma. It's weird. It's just weird. We can't define it. It's weird. Isn't it weird?
Super weird.
Super weird. Anyway, get out of here. Have fun. I'm going to come up with probably 7 more of these videos tonight because I like dogmas. And I like talking about them. But I want to make it in digestible forms for the average peasant, of which I am, or was, or might be again.